45 witnesses, as you know, testified during more than 3 weeks of Derek Chauvin's trial. One witness for the prosecution was a bystander. His name is Charles McMillian. He broke down in court after watching footage of George Floyd's deadly encounter with police. Charles McMillian joins us now for an exclusive interview. He's joined with his attorney. His attorney's name is Will Walker. We welcome you both, gentlemen. Mr. McMillian, I want to start with you because we all remember you very well. You were standing on the sidelines. You were walking there with your shower shoes, watching what was unfolding. And I was wondering, did you know George Floyd?
No, ma'am, I didn't.
You didn't know him?
No, ma'am.
What was your reaction yesterday when you got the news about the verdict?
I didn't have a reaction yesterday because...
You didn't?
No, ma'am, I didn't have one. Because I knew they had to charge him yesterday. Either they charge him or we wouldn't be sitting here today because of the crime. So it wasn't some shock to me.
Did you think the verdict did you think that he would be convicted on all 3 counts?
No.
So were you surprised?
Yes.
When you heard? You were surprised?
Yes, ma'am.
And that's what I want to know. So when you heard that the verdict was that he was found guilty on all 3 counts, what did you think?
I didn't think. I kept doing what I was doing. You
did? Where were you when you got the news?
I was at work.
You were at work?
Yes.
And how did you hear?
It was somebody came. I work at a car wash, and somebody came through and was telling me, and they said, "Man, you really did it." And I go, "Did what?" They go, "They found him guilty of all charges."
How have you been affected by what you saw that day?
I've been affected very emotional.
Yeah.
Very emotional. I'm still emotional behind what I watched happen with George.
No, we saw you when you broke down on the stand. I think everybody's hearts opened up to you because it was clear. Listen, it was very difficult for all of us to watch, but I think many people were touched by you. Where did that emotion come from that particular day?
It's come from me losing my mom prior to this. What happened with George, and hear George cry out for his mom.
Yes.
And mama couldn't help him. It made me just helpless because I don't have a mom either.
Yeah.
And that's what broke me was mama.
I think that broke all of us.
Yes.
What did you think was happening as you were watching that unfold with George Floyd? What did you think was going on? Because you said you just walked by and you happened to see it.
What I thought was going to happen is what did happen. When I seen the interaction with George with the police, I know something bad was going to be an outcome of this.
And that's why you started screaming to him, "You can't win, you can't win."
Yes, that's why, because I knew he wasn't going to be able to win. And I knew the outcome.
Why did you know that, Mr. McMillian?
Because I've had interaction with the police myself. And once they get the cuffs on you, you got to really have something good to say or nothing at all.
You seem to me to be trying to, in some way, comfort George Floyd at a very difficult time, because you could tell he was in great distress.
Yes.
It seemed like you were trying to help him yourself.
Yes, ma'am, I was. Because one thing about me, I'm a people person.
Yes, we could tell.
And when I see something happen that I see where it's going to cost somebody, I want to try to de-escalate that situation. And that's why I was so close to the police, because I want them to hear me that I'm trying to help this man. Do not hurt this man.
Did you realize as you were standing there that he had died at that time, or did you find out later?
When I was standing up, I still didn't watch everything.
Yeah.
I never left his side.
Yeah.
Just like a brother. Just like a brother. I'm not going to leave my brother standing or laying there. So I stayed there and watched him. And
what do you hope will happen now? Now that the verdict has come and this police officer has been convicted on all 3 counts, what are you hoping that this will mean for the police department, for the community?
In my eyes, I don't think it's going to mean too much anything. Everybody got to work on change.
Yes.
The whole world got to work on change behind it. George sent a message for change. And if we don't do it together, nothing's going to never happen.
All right. Mr. Walker, we're glad you're here. I didn't know you were coming today. And
Neither did I.
You didn't either? Can I ask, why does Mr. McMillian need an attorney in the first place?
Well, initially, there were concerns that my client had of whether or not what implications might arise from him offering testimony against police.
Okay.
There were safety considerations. We tried to work with the county attorney's office and the attorney general's office on these issues.
Okay.
Fortunately, Mr. McMillian stood up for the community.
You did stand up for the community.
And we're very proud of that.
Yeah, we are very proud of that. And it seems like you're in good hands with Mr. Walker, and we thank you for your time. You look very dapper this morning, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much.